Guys, subscribe to the channel Take for Leap and click on the bell icon to get notified about the latest videos.
Hello friends, welcome to the channel Tech for Leap. In this video, I am going to show you how to create a balloon blaster game in Scratch using the motion of your hand. That is, you would be able to blast balloons using the wave of your hand on the balloon. Using this technique, you would be able to create any game in which with a wave of your hand on the object, you can change the course of the object. Isn't it interesting? Let's jump to it.
This is a Scratch IDE. Since we want to create a balloon game, let's create a balloon sprite. As you can see, the balloon size is quite large. So let's reduce the size. Let's make it 50. Okay, this makes sense. Now what we want is we want these balloons to keep on falling down from the top to the bottom. And they should come from randomly from different points. First, let's try to see what is the Y value that we have to enter at the beginning. So let's move this. As you move this balloon, you will see that the Y point changes. You can see Y is 53 now. If I take it a bit up, it will become 116. If I take it a bit up, it will become more. So let's try to keep it somewhere over here. Even slightly more up. Okay, so this is 174. So let's assume it is 175. Okay, so we'll start all the balloons from 175. How to do that? Let's go to events. When flag clicked, okay. Now we want multiple balloons to keep on coming. Okay, it's not just one balloon that it will come down and it will get over. Okay, so we need to create clones over there. Okay, so to do that, we need a forever loop. Okay, and in that we will create a clone of myself. Now when this clone is created, we want it to be shown at the particular point. So let's first hide this, then set the position. How to do that? You should go to random position because we want the X to be random, and then set the Y to 174. Let's keep it 175 for simplicity. Okay, and then let's show the balloon. Okay, now what we want is the balloon should keep on coming down with every step. Okay, so let's do that. For that we need a forever loop, and to come down we don't need to change the X value, we just need to change the Y value. And since if you see, let me show you how the value changes. Now if you bring the balloon down, you will see that the Y value keeps on going down. That means we need to reduce the value of Y with each step. So change Y by -5. Okay, now with every step the value of Y will keep on becoming less by 5. Okay, and this should continue till the time when the balloon reaches the below line. Okay, so let's see where it is. Okay, even further down. Okay, so when it reaches over here, we want it to assume that it has reached the below line. So what is that value? -210. Okay, so what will happen if the balloon reaches down? We want to end the game. Okay, so let's put a if statement. If, go to operators. Now it should be -210. It should be less than -210. What should be less than -210? The Y value should be less than -210. Okay, the Y position. Okay, so now when the Y position becomes less than -210, you want to end the game. So let's use another variable. Let's create a variable which is game over. for all sprites. Okay, so we can see over here. Okay, so now you want to set this value to 1 when your y position becomes less than 110. Okay, now since we are using this variable, you want to reset it at the start of the game. Okay, so let's do that. Set game over to 0 at the beginning. Okay, so this is done. So let's test it out. Let's click on the flag. Okay, before that, we don't want the first balloon to be shown in the game, so let's hide this over here so that only the clones will be seen, not the first balloon. Okay, so let's test this out. Let's see how it works. Let's click on green. See, there are so many balloons coming down. Okay, and they get stuck up over here. Okay, so let's change things more. Okay, first thing is we need to create a weight after every clone is created so that we don't have so many balloons being created. So let's keep the weight before and make it 2 seconds. So after every 2 seconds it is going to create a clone. Okay, and another change is once the balloon reaches the bottom, it should kill itself. Okay, so there is a kill itself option. Delete this clone. Okay, so let's do this. Now let's try it out. Let's wait for 2 seconds and then okay, now you saw the balloon coming. It will go here and end. It will go here and end. Okay, can you see the difference now? Okay, so this balloon part is done now. Now let's come to the interesting part, and that is to create a video sensing aspect to it. Okay, let's stop this. Now what we want is with the motion of my hand, I need to blow up the balloon. Okay, so there is an interesting aspect or interesting block in Scratch. Can you see this add extension? Click on it. You will see this video sensing block. Click. So now you got these 4 additional blocks. Okay, now what we want is when my hand moves on the balloon should burst. Okay, so let's start with that part. Okay, can you see this part where when video motion on sprite? Okay, so we need to use this when video motion on sprite. That is when it detects the motion of the video on the sprite location, it will do something. Okay, so let's add an if statement. Let's go to if and add it over here before the change. Okay, and what do we want is we want to see this that the motion should be greater than some value. Okay, let's keep it 40 for now. I will tell you later what this 40 means, and let's add this video on sprite over here. Okay, here. Okay, so what this will do is it will detect how much is the motion under that particular balloon. If it is greater than 14 value, then it will go inside this if statement. Okay, so what do you want once it detects a motion under the balloon? It should first give a score. Okay, add your score to it. So to do that, let's create another variable which will be the score. Let's set it to 0 at the start, just like how we did for game over, and the score should increase by 1 whenever you hit the balloon. Okay, and you should also delete the clone. So let's go to control and delete this clone, and also hide it because we don't want to see it. So let's first hide and then delete the clone. Okay, but before you start sensing this part, you need to enable the camera. To do that, Let's turn this and take it over here so that it will start the video when you click on the flag. Okay, and set transparency to 50. What is this transparency? It's basically, so we have this white background, and the transparency means that how much of this white background you want to see and how much of the video or the camera feed you want to see in this game stage. Okay, so let's see what all we have done over here. First, we are turning on the video, then we are setting the transparency, then we are setting the game over and the score to 0. We'll wait in this forever loop for 2 seconds, and after every 2 seconds we are going to create a clone of the balloon. Once a new clone is created, we will first hide it, set its random position, that's mainly for the X, then set Y to 175, which is the topmost part, and then show the balloon. Okay, and in this forever loop we are going to reduce the Y by -5, which will bring down the balloon. If there is a motion under the balloon, then your score will increase by 1 and you will hide the balloon and then delete the clone. Okay, if there is no motion and the balloon still goes below and reaches the underline, then we will set the game over to 1. Okay, so this is how it is. Now let's try it out, and with the video cam on, let's press on the flag. The video starts. See, now I can actually blast the balloons using my hand. Okay, now I will show you what is the use of this 40. Okay, if I keep this very low to say 10, right, that means even a minute amount of motion will trigger this event. Let's see. See, even if my head changes or there's even a minute motion, the balloon will get burst. Okay, so we don't want it. We want it to be robust. Okay, so let's keep this at 40. Okay, which is a good value. And if it's too high, then even it will be very difficult to burst the balloon. Okay. Let's now see what to do when the balloon reaches the bottom line, and that is we are going to change the background or change the sprite to show that the game is over. Okay, let's first keep this if statement over here, and we are going to check for the game over flag. We want the game over to be 1. Use the variable game over. Okay. When the game over is 1, you need to broadcast an event. Broadcast message 1. Okay. This is going to indicate other sprites which we are going to create right now that the game over has been triggered. Okay. So let's create another sprite. I just want a simple sprite. I just create an apple, go to it. I don't want to use the apple costume, so I'm just going to delete, or I'm going to delete this, create a duplicate, delete this apple completely. Okay, what I will do is I want to write the text saying game over. Okay, bring it at the center. You can see the size of the game over here with this. Bring it at the center and then increase the size. You can adjust size as per your wish. I'm keeping it this, and I want to change the color to red. Okay, this is what I want to show. So let's delete the upper costume. I don't want it. Let's write this as game over costume, and also let's change the sprite name to game over. Okay, so it will show this game over. You don't want to see this game over when the flag is clicked, so let's keep it okay. Let's hide it when the flag is clicked. Okay, and you want to show it when you receive the message event. Okay, so let's go to event. See, you can get this. So now when you see this message, go to show and then okay, so this is done. This is done. So now let's test it out and see if we have missed any points in this or not. Okay, let's start. We are doing this. Okay, this part is working fine as expected. Let's wait and let the balloon fall down. Okay, it is now showing the game over, but the balloons are still continuing to fall down. So what should we do over here? We need to stop creating more clones once the game is over. Okay, so for that, let's add another if statement. Okay, let's create a duplicate of this and keep it over here. Now when it is 0, it should create a clone, and when it is 1, it should stop. Okay, so let's test it out. So this part is working as expected. Let's wait for the balloon to fall down. Okay, game over, and it is not creating any additional balloons. So this part is good. So we want to also switch off the video once the game is over. Okay, so let's turn off the video once the game is over. For that, let's go to video sensing and bring the turn off video and keep it over here. Okay, so this will turn off the video. Also, we don't want this game over variable to be seen. So for that, let's go over here and hide my variable game. You can move the score up, which you will see properly. Okay, now let's test this final time. Click on red flag, then click on the green flag. Okay. Okay, so this part is working fine. I am bursting the balloons and you can see the score increasing. And when I don't burst the balloon, it will go down, it will reach the black. You will see the game over, video getting off. Okay. So this is the final code that you would be seeing. Check if you want to see the complete project, go to the description. I have shared the link of the project. Hope you like this video. Keep watching the channel for more such videos. Bye bye.